It's officially March and things are about to get real. Hey guys, welcome to my March vlog where I will vlog all of my reading and writing for the month of March. I just finished filming the end of my February. It is March 1st and I hope to do so much better in this one this month of March. Why was that so hard to say? I don't know. So, tentative goals. I don't like to set too high of goals because, you know, your girl has some mental issues and they get to her when she fails every time. I want to work more on version 2 of Beware of Monsters. My goal is to be ready to query by the end of the year. I'd like to do it earlier than that, but I feel like that's a doable goal. That's still like, you know, 10 months. So yeah, so I want to get through more of version 2. I don't know how much. My reading goals is to at least read 2 books this month. I only read 1 last month, and to finish Anatomy of Stories so that we can talk about it on April 5th during my live show book club. So all the information for this book club will be in the description if you want to know more about it, including the link to the video about it as well. So, all right guys, enough talking. I need to get writing because I have the house to myself for a very limited amount of time. So I need to get going. Hey guys, it is time for an update. I've been trying to do this update all week. It's also so weird talking right now. Like I told you guys, I had an ear infection. It is better. My ear doesn't hurt anymore, but I still can't hear out of it. So they said it could be a while before the hearing comes back. If you remember, back in December, I got an ear infection in this ear and I didn't get my hearing back till like mid-January. So then I got this ear infection in February and now it's going into mid-March before I get my hearing back. I would just like to hear out of both ears again. Someday my hearing will come. Okay, so anyway, that is besides the point. We're trying to do, I'm feeling like a bum today, so I'm just like making sure there's no crusties on my face or anything. Because I've just been being a bum all day, even though it's 3:30. I did lose an hour of sleep last night, which is horrible, but you know, life. Okay, so today is, what is the date? Sunday, March 8th. And basically what I've been doing all week in terms of my writing is every day during my lunch, I've been working on this one scene. I thought the scene was gonna go a lot quicker, but I'm basically like making it a lot larger of a scene than it was in my first draft. So, and I only have a 30-minute lunch, so I eat while I work so that way I can spend the whole 30 minutes working on the writing. So I mean, 30 minutes a day, it's pretty much all I've been able to do. I haven't done any this weekend, been busy doing other things and just haven't had the chance. And yeah, that's basically it. Oh, I also realized that, so I have like, I have a scene and then I have the scene I'm working on. And I've just realized that I need to put a scene in between them. So that's probably what I'm gonna do next after I finish the scene that I'm working on, which is still the lab scene. I think I've told you guys that before, but in like a previous vlog, I was like saying way too much about my story, and then I was like, I had to edit a bunch out. So I'm trying to do a balance of like kind of talking about my story so that you guys, so it's not like super vague, but I also don't want to give anything away. I don't know. Anyway, it's a scene, but now I gotta add another scene. So that's gonna be the next thing. I've been thinking about that and what's gonna happen in that. I just realized it's just, it has to happen, but I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen in it. So I know that's kind of weird, but so I've mostly just been working in version 2, not version 3. I got that impulse to fix those things out a little bit, working on it a little bit, and I just want to keep going with version 2 because, yeah, I don't want to just spend all of my life working on the first act. So I'm gonna, I think for this next week too, just really stick to version 2, which is the fun and games section. So that's where I'm at. Hopefully, maybe I'll get some writing done tonight. I'm not sure. On the writing front, I just said the writing. Oh my God, I'm so old. On the reading front, I started reading, now I'm gonna forget the name because just said I'm old. I have been buddy reading actually with my friend Lindsay Puckett. I'll put her channel in the description if you don't know her. She's amazing, okay. So you should follow her. And we were reading All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. I'm almost done with it. I have maybe like 6 chapters left or so. I was really, okay, so like I'm really weird about fantasy. I'm also like this with science fiction. I prefer character-driven stories than plot-driven, and most of the time, fantasy and science fiction are much more plot-driven. And so that's why I'm just like really like particular about what I like, and that's why I love the new Star Wars so much, and most people hate it, like people that are plot driven, because it's so much more character driven. I could go on for days about the character development of Mr. Kylo Ren, because chef's kiss to me. Falcor agrees. So I'm always just like really particular about science fiction and fantasy, and I have all these sci-fi ideas, but I don't know if I'll ever write them because no one wants to read sci-fi, but mine are all very, very, very character driven. I like to describe them as contemporaries in the future. So that's kind of how I think about my science fiction. Maybe someday I'll write them, because I have them, the story's just killing me. But anyway, so I don't know, it's hard for me to get into fantasy. So when I first started listening to this one, I was like really into it. I was like, okay, yes, like I really like this. And it had a lot of promising things that I have never read before, but that was coming off interesting to me. Like, I've never read anything that travels on a ship or with mermaids or anything like that. So I was really like drawn in the beginning. But as time went on, it just made me realize that it's way more plot driven than character driven, and I'm just not that into it. But I'm buddy reading it, and I know a lot of people like it, so I'm gonna finish it. And again, it's just not for me. It's not my type of fantasy. I think it has really cool elements. It's definitely like high concept, I would say. But just not for me. So we'll see how I feel at the end of it. And as for Anatomy of Story, I have not read any this week, so I definitely need to get on that. So yeah, that's basically like the week recap, since I didn't check in at all this week. I'm slowly working on trying to get better, like I said, with vlogging, and it's just so hard to like show you any of my home right now. It is like a nightmare, you guys, because like I said, my in-laws are selling their home. So they're basically staying with us, and they've been bringing a lot of their stuff in. We've had to move a lot of our stuff to make room for their stuff, and so there's just stuff everywhere. So we've curved out this little corner that I'm gonna try to put some, I don't know, decoration or something, so I could try to film in this spot. But it's just a lot of commotion, a lot of people in and out. There's now 4 dogs here again, and it's just, my life is just, oh, it's just so fun and chaotic, isn't it? All right, but yeah, so that's my week. First week of March, basically. I have just been working on the same scene. Camp Nano is next month. I am gonna do it because I like the community aspect of it. I'm just trying to decide how I want to measure. It'll probably be just time, how much time I put into stuff. So I think last camp I did like 30 minutes a day average. So like I did whatever that math was, and I was able to get to it. So that's probably what I'll do. But what about you guys? Are any of you planning to do Camp Nano? How are you gonna measure it? Comment that down below. I'm interested to know what you guys think about that, just because I had some mixed feelings about Nano recently. So all right, well, that's it for my recap, and yeah, I guess I'll see you later in the month. Falky wants to help me update the vlog. I know a lot of times in the live streams you guys hear the little snorter, but you don't get to see him. So this is the culprit. You can hear him snorting right now. So it doesn't always mean he's asleep. He has breathing issues. Oh, buddy. Oh, yeah. Say hi to everybody. Here, let's get you to face the camera. He's like, Mama, what are you doing? Look. Don't I have a cute puppy, Falcor? Oh. Sissy's gonna hear us talking. She's gonna come running in here. Okay. So, hello. I'm here to update you on the vlog. Today is Friday the 13th. This sounds weird, but Friday the 13th is my favorite day. 13 is my lucky number. I'm obsessed with the movies Friday the 13th. I love Jason Voorhees. Chef's kiss. So yeah, so anyway, I'm updating you. I have not updated in, I don't know. But yeah, so let's see. How did this week go in terms of writing? No one wants to watch you lick my arm, bro. Like, that's not cool. Like, that's not interesting. So I didn't make that much progress this week, to be honest. What did I do? So I mostly only on my, we did the live show last night on Kevin's channel, which I should have vlogged, but you know, I was not feeling good. I almost fell out during the live show because I started a new not a new medication, but I like misplaced the bottle for a few days, which I know is bad. And then this kind of medication, when you first start it, can make you nauseous, so your body's used to it. So since I was off it for like 3 or 4 days, it made me like sick all over again. And the dogs are gonna bark. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, writing. So I did do some writing during the live show and earlier in the week, a little bit. I'm mostly still working on version 2, and I'm still in this school scene. I'm realizing, sorry if you hear barking in the background, someone just got home. So I'm realizing that version 1 had some stuff happening in that scene that I didn't remember. I thought happened later. And so now I'm trying to figure out, like with my new ideas for version 2, if it's still gonna work or if I need to move it. I don't know. So I'm actually like, that's kind of why I'm not writing as much. Like I'm writing a little bit and then I'm like marinating and writing a little bit and then marinating. I'm trying to think how I'm gonna change this scene to make sense for version 2, which has new ideas, new motivations, new all kinds of stuff. So that's what I'm doing with that. So yeah, also I realized that I have a scene before this and then the scene I'm working on, and I now realize that a scene needs to happen in between. So I don't really know exactly what's gonna happen in that scene, and then you're probably thinking, well, if it's not that important, then you don't need it. But it does need it. It needs it to establish. It's a weird jump, I'm realizing now, between that scene and that, like something needs to happen between there, and I need it to establish a friendship, like building. And also it's like, doesn't make sense that there wouldn't be something that reflects on what just happened in the previous scene, if that makes sense. So I just feel like it's a big hole. A big hole. So I need to fix that. So I'm also just thinking about that and what scene I'm gonna have, what's gonna be accomplished in it. As far as reading, I told you guys I was doing a buddy read of that Teeth and Stars book, whatever it was. I buddy read it with Lindsay and we finished, and the book was just not for me. I don't really like want to trash it because I don't think it's like a bad book. Obviously, like, it was published and I believe she got a very big advance for that book, and I think people have been, for the most part, like saying really good things about it. It just didn't work for me. It's just not my style. You know, I told you guys previously I'm more of a character driven. I felt like it was very plot driven, and it just wasn't for me. So that was kind of disappointing. Other than that, I've just been making my way downtown. Sorry. I'm in a good mood, and I'll tell you why in a second. But if you follow me on Twitter, you probably already know. What was I saying? I keep getting distracted too. I was talking about, the other book, which is Anatomy of Story, which I'm getting into a section now. I read the chapter on symbols. I just started skimming it, you guys, because I feel like he's really talking about, and he says he's not, but I think that he is, literature with a capital L. Number 1, and that doesn't really like apply. I'm not writing that. I used to try to write that. It was a mess, y'all. So it just ended up like revealing a lot about my psyche, and I did not like what I saw. So that, and also like, I just know all that stuff. I understand symbols. I know how they work. I studied that. You know, I have a master's, almost PhD in it. I don't need to like, it's just like was boring to me, so I just did not. I just skimmed. But now I'm in the plot chapter, which is way more interesting and seems way more helpful. So I'm excited to continue reading that, because plot, I feel like, is what I struggle with the most, if that even makes sense as a writer. It's like, I'm good at characters, I'm good at like scenes, I'm good at concept, at least I think so anyway. But I'm not good at like plots, you know? So yeah, so I'm hoping that will help me. But the good news is, I mean, is that really good news? It's kind of like macabre that I'm saying this is good news, because as you guys know, we are in the middle of a pandemic, which is not the good news. That's bad news. The good news is I get to work from home for the rest of the month. Ding, I'm so excited, you guys. First of all, it means more sleep, because I have a 40-minute commute and I have to get up and get dressed to interact with other humans. So that takes time, you know, not a lot of time. I should probably spend more time on that, but I don't. So this means like an extra, oh, that's so funny because I should have told you how long the commute was. Because then I was like, oh, this is gonna be like an extra, you know, it's 40-minute drive. And then I was gonna say, this means an extra 45 minutes of sleep. And that made it sound like I only spent 5 minutes getting ready. I easily spend 10 to 15 minutes getting ready. I definitely should spend more though. You should see me some days. It's not a good look. It's not cute. But now I get to sleep all the way up. I'm gonna literally sleep until like 10 minutes before I need to get on my computer, and I'm gonna pee, and then I'm just gonna plop down in my chair and rub my eyes. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that, and that also means less laundry because I have very few work appropriate clothes. Not that I go around dressing like a skank or anything. I don't even like that word. I was just trying to be funny. I think people can wear whatever they want. I don't judge them. I wish I could pull off half the skanky clothes I see on people. Anyway, my point is, it's not like I'm wearing like scandalous stuff. It's just like, you know, so I'm just constantly doing laundry, and I basically have a uniform. I have like 5 outfits I can wear to work. This shirt is one of them, and it's even stupid, and I probably shouldn't even wear it, but it's like the only thing that's like remotely close to being appropriate. So now this just means I can wear my jammies all day, because that's really what I wear most of the time. And I don't have to put on a bra if I don't want to, which who wants to? And yeah, so less laundry, more sleep. And also I'm predicting I'm gonna be way more productive for these next, it's today's the 13th, so I don't have to go back till April 1st. I still have to work, but I think I'm gonna be more productive on the writing and YouTube front because as I've explained, so you could tell already, like I'm such in a good mood, you guys. Oh my god. I am an extrovert. No, I'm outgoing, but I'm an introvert. So like, I'm not shy. I mean, there are like times where like, I ain't feeling talking to people or whatever, and I'm not like boisterous, annoying how some people are when they're outgoing, but I'm not shy. I can talk in front of people. I've presented at conferences. I've taught in lecture hall. I mean, none of that stuff kind of like bothers me, but I get emotionally and energetically or psychologically, whatever, drained by having to interact with other humans. It really does take a lot out of me. That's why I've always enjoyed making internet friends, because I feel like I can be social and it's not draining on me. I don't know, there's just something about like, I just feel like I have to like be on when I'm around other people. I don't know. But anyway, my point is that having to like get up and wear the, you know, my monkey suit, go to work, interact with people, think about stuff, ride home with people, and I just feel like by the time I get home, I'm just like, blah, you know? So I think it's harder for me to get into the groove of things. So I'm really hoping that because I'm not going to be depleted by other humans, only the humans that I choose to be around, and my dojis, which is another thing. I get to work with my dojis here. Falx will stay by me the whole time, and I'm so excited. I actually think I'm gonna be more energetic and more able to get stuff done. So yeah, that's what I'm excited about. That's my day. Stay tuned to see how this, you know, this pandemic thing, what's the deal with that, you know? So I'm hoping I don't get it. Hope Vita doesn't get into this house. I know that I would be okay, but my in-laws are staying with us and they're elderly, so, you know, don't want to pass it on to them. Yikes. Also, I could die. I mean, anyone could die from it, you know? But let's enough talk about dying from the pandemic. Let's all just stay in our houses and write our books and do our work and eat pizza and be happy. Okay? All right. So, yeah, that's the tea for today. But I think that's all I have to update you on. So I'm gonna cut this in front of my nice little confessional booth that I've made here in my room. Because, yeah, there's a lot of dogs and a lot of humans in this house, and our bedroom is the size of our old apartment. So we could basically move all of our stuff into this bedroom and be fine. So we're not doing that, but yeah, what's my point here? I'm just rambling at this point. Aaron will be home soon with dinner, so I'm going to go, and yeah, I'll check back in and I'll let you know how it's going on the work from home front, how it's going on the writing front, how it's going on the pandemic front, all the fronts, all the fronts. Hey guys, I am updating again very soon. It's just the next day. It's Saturday. It's kind of weird hearing my voice. I haven't really spoken to anyone in hours because I've been home alone. So it's like a weird sound. Anyway, it is Saturday the 14th and it's like around almost 5 o'clock. And Aaron's been helping his dad all day. His parents are selling their home. So Aaron's been at their house downtown, helping them get some stuff ready to sell it. So I've been home and I was like, oh, I'm gonna film and write and do all this stuff. But then I'm gonna be, you know, today's day 1 of quarantine, self-quarantine or recommended quarantine. I know I'm gonna be here for the next 2.5 weeks. I probably will leave very little, if at all, maybe for store runs, and that's about it. So I just felt like if I'm gonna be here, I need this space to look better because we're kind of messy people, I'm not gonna lie. But then also on top of that, we are going through things because, you know, again, hopefully we'll be moving back to California by the end of the year, and we're really just kind of like going through some stuff that we never even unpacked. And then also just some stuff that we're like, do we need this? Do we not need this? Every time we move, we do this. We have really downsized over the years. And I have stopped hoarding a lot of things, but then I started hoarding other things. So, you know, it's give and take. But anyway, so our room, my room is still kind of a mess, but I kind of like cleaned up my little vanity over here. I spent about 4 hours doing that, like going through stuff, doing laundry, vacuuming, just trying to get the space to feel a little more productive and good so that it's not a place where I come and just like, at the end of the day, but I can actually get work done. And then hopefully that'll make me more productive with writing and filming as well. So that's what I've done so far for the last about 4.5 hours. But now I want to get a little bit of writing in. I think Aaron's going to be coming home soon. I might still do some writing later, but I definitely want to get a little bit of writing in. So I missed Brooke's late night write-in last night. I wanted to actually do it, but I ended up falling asleep. So I think I'm gonna rewatch it now. I just pulled it up. So not that Brooke needs a shout out from me, cause you know, girls know AuthorTube star, but whoa. If you don't know Brooke for some reason, by the Brooke, I'm gonna be playing her write-in, and I'm gonna put the phone next to my laptop, and I'm gonna try to get just a little bit done, at least till Aaron gets here, and then we'll see where the night takes me. But I'm feeling a lot better. Like, my room's not done. We still have a ton, because we moved a lot of the boxes in here to deal with them. But basically, I feel better. It's not done, but I feel like a huge load has been lifted. So I need to stop talking and start writing. So I'm gonna get a little bit done. Also, just wanted to let you know that people kept saying that you can reheat day-old pizza in an air fryer and it like revitalizes the pizza, and I tried it today and it does. It's good. Also, I apologize. I'm in my pajamas. You're probably gonna see a lot of pajamas in the next 2.5 weeks because it's quarantine, baby. Who wants to wear real clothes? Okay, update. Sorry if it sounds like I'm in a wind tunnel. I had to turn the fan on because it is warm in here, people. I've been working my butt off. I'm struggling with the scene, how to fix the end of it. It's about 5 pages, double space. I don't know, it's just like not working for me trying to edit it on the computer. So I printed out the rest of the scene. And I think hopefully if I read it through here and mark on the pages, it's gonna help me just see it differently and think about it differently. I just feel like it's something I'm trying to do when I'm stuck, is to try to look at it differently. What can I do differently? So I'm just like staring at it on the computer. I just don't know what to do. So I think if I read it on paper, it'll just give me a fresh perspective and I can maybe comment a little more easily. I know English, okay? All right, so that's what I'm gonna do now. We're about to do a sprint with Brooke, so I'm gonna go back to that.
I was like, what's a way for me to stay awake? And then I'll get my hair done for the weekend. I'm very minimal. I am feeling great.
Okay, so that was fruitful, sort of. I realized that about half of that scene needs to just happen later. I don't know where or when it's gonna happen later, but it will. And then I realized that there's some stuff I need to fix in scenes prior to this scene to make this scene make more sense. So, sort of progress, I guess. But Aaron's about to be home and we gotta fix dinner and stuff. So I think I'm gonna take a break here and maybe finish up Brooke's live stream when I have some more time. I really hope that fan isn't too loud for this. If it is, I don't know, pretend I'm in a helicopter. Hey guys, sorry this is a little crooked. It's like sitting on the top of a water bottle. We are currently sprinting. I actually remembered to vlog, do I have crusty stuff on my lips? To vlog during one of my live sprints. So yeah, it is the 19th. So day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of self-quarantine. I have not left the house since last Friday. Well, I haven't gone in public. I left the house one time, I think Saturday or Sunday. Just to ride in the car and listen to music. So just to get out of the house and let my dogs put their head out the window or whatever. So anyway, currently doing a live stream. So I'm gonna show you in just a second. I just wanted to update you because I never remember to do this during my live streams that I do every other week on my channel. And my brother's channel is the other weeks. All that information will be in the description. But yeah, so I'll probably try to they know I'm vlogging on the live chat. So I will try to update you like with the writing stuff once this is all over. I just wanted to kind of show you because I never remember to do it. So since they know I'm vlogging now, I'm gonna show it. Oh, Kevin's waving. Hey guys, I am here for an update. I was supposed to update you after my live show on Thursday, but obviously I forgot to do that. It is now Saturday, the 21st, and it is day 8 of self-quarantine. I went out of the house once last weekend and once today just to drive in the country out here in the car with the dogs and their heads hanging out so they could enjoy it. But other than that, I've been in the house working and living my life. In terms of writing, I basically have been like working on the same scene, which is a little like annoying, but it's kind of a pivotal scene in the beginning. So I really got to get it right. I'm just having like some second thoughts about like what should happen here and then what should happen later. So yeah, so I got quite a bit done on that during the live show on Thursday. Yesterday, I didn't work on my book at all, and I haven't really read at all either. Except, oh no, I did read yesterday. I read some from, what's the book we're doing for the book club? You guys know about the book club, right? I'll link a video about it. The book we're reading is Anatomy of Story. So I read some of that, and yeah, now it is Saturday night, and Jessica, my friend Jessica at Jessica Williamson and Kate from Kate Kavanaugh are doing a live chat, writing sprints. So I'm doing that with them right now, and we're currently supposed to be sprinting. So I'll show you that real quick. So there they are, and I'm set up here, and I'm using these books to hold the camera. So, and I got my little doji right there. So we're good to go. Hello and welcome to my fortress of solitude on day 14 of self-quarantine. Still doing well. Yeah, found out today, what is today anyway? Still in the March vlog, right? Friday, March 27th. Found out today that my work pushed back, which I knew was gonna happen, us working from home until April 17th. But if you're high risk or you live with anyone high risk, then it's until further notice. So I'm high risk, Aaron's high risk, and his parents are staying with us. They're both high risk, so who knows when I'll go back to work. But you don't care about work, you're here for my writing vlog and my reading stuff. Oh, so much has happened, you guys. I should have updated you sooner. I'm trying to make this short and sweet because I do a whole month. Although I think for camp, I might do weekly. I wasn't doing weekly because it's like too much, although it might still be too much. But I feel like something about being home all the time makes it feel like it might be easier, but I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. But camp is another topic that I'll talk about in a second. What have I been doing so far since I last updated you? Still working on that same scene. I mean, I don't know what to say. You know, like, it feels like progress to me, but I've been working on the same scene now, like pretty much the whole month. So is that really progress? I don't know. But every time I make a little bit of a dent, I feel good about it. So I think that counts. As far as reading goes, still making my way downtown. I did that last time, didn't I? I think I did this in a previous clip. Making my way through Anatomy of Story, slowly but surely. The chat for that is not this weekend, but next weekend, so I need to pick up the pace. And then I also started listening to Crier's War again, which I read. Well, I started a few months ago, and then I stopped because it has androids in it, and it's like sci-fi-ish, and the other book that I've written before that I really want to work on again soon is also with androids and sci-fi-y, and it was making me want to work on that project, so I had to stop listening to it. So then you're asking, well then, why are you listening to it now? Well, it's a good question. It's because I think maybe I'm gonna work on that book for camp, maybe, I don't know. I still love my book, and we were driving around tonight because, you know, social distancing, nothing to do, so we live out in the country, got in the car, turned up the radio, drive around. That's what I basically did all through high school too, so, but anyway. And I just got some like really good ideas, which got me like really excited about, you know, Beware of Monsters and stuff, but my first book that I ever wrote is a speculative fiction in the near future, and it's post-pandemic, so I feel like not post-apocalyptic, it's not, and it's not dystopian, but it's like the world after a pandemic has happened, and so there's like things, you know, that go on. So anyway, I feel like we're in the middle of a freaking pandemic, which, by the way, I'm having little mini meltdowns about every single day because I'm like so freaked out about everything because I'm high risk and I don't want to die. So, and I feel like no one else is taking this seriously where I live. So anyway, back to my writing. So I feel like, I don't know, man, I'm like in the spirit of thinking about pandemics and the future and stuff, so it makes me kind of want to go back and work on that book, but I'm not sure because I shelved it because there's so much that needs to happen, and I just feel like I might not be ready to work on it. It's an undertaking. It's world building and things that I'm just not, I don't feel confident in. I don't know if I'm any good, but I know I'm not confident in it. So I still haven't decided. The other day I kind of had decided, I was like, yes, I am gonna work on it. That's why I started listening to the book again, because I thought it would like get me in the mood. But now, I don't know, I'm like thinking about it more and trying to like plan it a little bit. And dude, is it only me that when you go out, even though you didn't even go in public, that like you start to feel like congested, you start like psychosomatically like thinking you're dying? That's me right now. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so, I'm sorry, I'm like all over the place. So yeah, and then I started like thinking, okay, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna work on this new, like, God, my hair. Anyway, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna work on this new, not this new book, but I'm gonna pivot, right, just for camp, and work on a new draft of an old story. I've basically been writing 2 different books since 2013. Back and forth, the last 7 years. I've gone back and forth between these 2 books, Beware of Monsters, and the original title was rewritten. Like that was the title, rewritten, but I'm changing that. I already have a new title, I'm not gonna tell you. Okay, it's Laser. No, that's a joke from a movie that you probably don't know. It's called Slackers. If you've seen the movie Slackers, comment down below, let me know if you know like who Cool Ethan is and like what hair dolls are and stuff. But anyway, so then I started like thinking about it. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna work on the new I started working on the new project, and then I started like thinking about like the specifics of it, and then I started feeling overwhelmed again, and maybe like I'm not ready, and maybe like I haven't got it all figured out yet. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. And then like John Truby is just like staring at me, and I'm just like, what? I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm in such a weird mood today. It's like, I'm like stir crazy. No, is that? No, cabin fever, that's what it is. But then I like rode around the car and like sang my lungs out and started coughing because I have asthma. So it kind of put me in a better mood, I guess. But anyway, so now I'm not sure. And I need to make a video. Well, I want to make a video about Camp Nano, but I don't know what I'm doing yet. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So I'm like teetering between that and rewritten, tentatively we'll call it that for now, or Beware of Monsters. So I don't know, I need to really like think about it, you know? I'll know by the end of the weekend. Maybe I'll even know tomorrow. Maybe I'll try to like plot some stuff out tomorrow in rewritten, and then if it is too hard, then I'll go back. I don't know. I also might work on Beware of Monsters tonight, so that might get me in the mood to want to stay with that. So I don't know. I'm so indecisive, you guys. This is why I am above average at many things, but not superior at anything, because I can't 100% commit to anything. I'm so indecisive. Anyway, what else? That was reading, that was writing. Oh, also, I'm not gonna cry when I talk about it this time, because I cried when it happened, and then I cried again earlier today about it. I'm not gonna cry the third time, but someone gifted me, you know who you are, and I just don't know if you want me to say who you are, so thank you so much. Someone gifted me a all access year masterclass. So I'm like, okay, don't cry. It's seriously one of the nicest things anyone has ever done for me. I am obsessed with learning, and I love like homework and courses and learning stuff, and I've always like paid attention to it. I was like, oh my God, one of these days I want to get that, I want to do that, I want to do that. But you know, the last year and a half has not been kind to me or my family, and we just have not had the coins for that. So I always just kept saying, one day, I'm gonna do it. So of all the times to get it, to be gifted it during this freaking quarantine is chef's kiss, amazing. I'm so excited, I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful for people who, okay, don't cry. People sometimes I get so like fed up with people, you know, like I feel like nobody cares about each other, like everyone just cares about themselves, and everyone's stupid and everyone's horrible. And then like someone does something really nice, you know, and I remember that not all people are terrible, and there are nice people in this world, and you can really like make a difference to people. So okay, anyway, it was a really nice thing at a really perfect time, so I appreciate that, and I'm really excited about it. So I'm going to do some master classes, and I'll tell you guys how that goes, and I'm really excited. If any of you have done any master classes, comment down below, let me know which ones you did. I kind of want to like do them all. I know I can't, but so yeah, make suggestions of ones if you've taken any of ones that I should check out. So yeah, that's my update. This is kind of a long update. I know the vlog's gonna be long, but it's a month long, you know. Yeah, it's gonna be. Aaron's watching Nancy Pelosi on the TV with his parents. I have no interest. I'm just tired of the news. I'm tired of it. So I think I'm gonna work my book or watch on YouTube. I don't know. But yeah, so where am I at? Just so you know, so you're keeping tabs on my John Truby. I'm on page 264. And there's like a little over 400 pages, so yeah, I need to read this tonight too. But I'm really liking Crier's War. It's interesting, and I could possibly use some aspects of it in some certain kinds of way, maybe as a comp title for my book, but I don't know. That's for another day. So all right guys, I think there's some write-ins this weekend. There was my write-in on Thursday. Forgot to vlog that. It was on Kevin's channel, and we had our friend Lizelle guest host, so that was fun. I'll link that in the cards if you guys haven't seen it yet, and I will put her somewhere, up or down, somewhere. Always, you know, look at those descriptions, people. We put time and effort into them. Take a gander. But yeah. Also, my my father-in-law bought a pecan pie, so I might go get a slice of that too. All right, I'm gonna, I don't know, do something, but I will update you again before the end of the month. Probably once I have decided officially what I'm gonna do for camp. Okay, deuces. Hey guys, it is March 31st, the last day of March, and therefore the last day of my writing and reading vlog. I don't even remember when the last time I updated you. Oh, I think I was talking about, yeah. I was talking about needing to decide between what I was gonna work on for Camp Nano. I have made a decision, but I don't want to tell you in this. It's going to be in my camp, or in what I'm doing in camp, what I'm doing for camp video, which I'm about to film after this. But I think that's gonna go up before this. So if you haven't seen that, I will link it above. And I made the decision, but I'm not gonna say until that video, but yeah. So instead I'm just gonna kind of recap how the month looked. I did okay. I kind of started a little strong, but with all this like COVID stuff and the quarantine and I don't know, the mood's just been, it's just been weird, y'all, you know? And I don't know, it just sounds like a different excuse for me for not getting a lot done. So I don't know, I'm just telling the truth. I thought maybe I would be more productive. That didn't actually happen. I'm hoping to be more productive. I basically worked on the same scene all month, and most of my writing only happened during my live streams on Thursdays. Yeah, I just basically, I mean, it's an important scene and I had to make a lot of decisions, but it's kind of a long-ish scene, but it shouldn't have taken me all month. So that's kind of it's kind of lame. I don't know what else to say about it other than it's lame. As far as reading, I'm still working on Anatomy of Story. I'm almost done with that. Our live book chat for that is this Sunday. So make sure, Lord, I've got to get these roots dyed, y'all. Whew. You know, and the salons are not open. Start calling me Grandma Laura. Oh. Anyway, I always get distracted by my hair. That's going to be this Sunday, April 5th, I think that's the date, yeah. Well, I know it's this Sunday, but I think Sunday's the 5th, at 3 p.m. on my channel, so make sure you're there. Whether you read the book or not, you can still learn about the book and tips on craft and that kind of stuff. So I made my way through that, and then I tried reading some other fiction books that I couldn't get into, but then when I started getting really excited about my other book, my first book that I ever wrote, we'll call it my Pin book. The main character's name is Pin, or like my Android book. So I started reading Crier's War again. I am in the middle of that. I'm actually enjoying it. I'm not loving it so far, but I'm not like not liking it. I'm just like liking it, you know? I'm like listening, and I'm still pretty early on. So that's pretty much it in terms of books. So this was kind of not as productive of a month as I thought it was gonna be, but for camp, I'm hoping to be more productive for sure. So yeah, how was your March? Were you guys productive? Did you feel like being quarantined or like social distancing or whatever you want to call it, do you feel like it made you more productive in the month of March, or were you less productive? Because I feel like the first week or so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get stuff done. And then toward like the end of the month to now, I'm like, ugh. It's like you're so bored that you just don't even want to do anything. Does that make sense? I feel like maybe doing things or being exposed to other things reignites the creativity well, and that just hasn't been happening. But I really want to kick it into high gear. I say that every month though, so who knows? Yeah, are you doing camp? Comment down below, let me know. And yeah, I'm about to film my what I'm doing for camp video, and that has to go up tomorrow, so I need to get that done. Also, I'm thinking about possibly doing weekly vlogs for Camp Nano. I haven't been doing a weekly just because I don't feel like I'm productive enough to do weekly, and then it makes me feel bad. But I'm hoping to do weekly, a lot of weekly because of camp. So I don't know, that's a maybe. So stay tuned, there might be weekly vlogs depending on if I am disciplined. So we're gonna say for now, yes, I'm gonna do weekly vlogs. So stay tuned for that, I guess. All right, guys, well, I need to go film that video so that I can tell everyone what I'm doing for camp. That has to go up tomorrow because tomorrow's the first day of camp. So, all right, happy Camp Eve, although you're seeing this like probably 2 or 3 or 4 days after camp. So hopefully everything's going good with camp. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Please be sure to give this a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.